Are you? Oh, good lad. Excellent. Well done. Good job. You can lie down if you want. Go for a sleep. Watch your head.
Mom, do you want to come in the face?
No, you won't fit.
Lie down in it.
Hey, if it like YouTube, welcome back to another episode of the Black Pearl. It's been a while, but getting there slowly. So what we're looking at here, this is the sump that came with my tank. Like I said there, it's a 4-foot sump by 15 by 15. Cracking sump, but just not really suitable for what I want. So I took the baffles out, and I plan on using this as a, well, I'm not really sure to be honest, but I'm thinking I might use it for a quarantine tank, to quarantine all my fish from my old tank first before putting them into the Black Pearl. So I purchased this Tetra Tech 1200 external filter. I've got sponges, etc. seeding away in this sump just now. So this bad boy should be more than capable of filtering this tank while all the tangs and all the fish and stuff are going through quarantine before going to the new tank. That's the plan. I also plan on adding a pane of glass down the centre, effectively splitting this 4-foot tank into 2 separate 2-foot tanks. That way I can treat maybe some sick animals on one side with an antifungal, and then on the other side I could treat new arrivals, etc. with copper. So this is my new sump. It's nearly finished, still a few more bits to do. I'm going to add some glass lids just to cut down on the evaporation as much as possible, and I'm going to add a small bit of glass in the refugium section because I plan on using miracle mud, and that will just help prevent the miracle mud getting pushed to one side of the refugium. So still that, and what else I've got to do? Oh, I've got to add some acrylic. I'm going to make a couple filter sock holders, so I've still that to do as well. But I just thought I'd show you guys the new sump and how it's coming along, since it's been ages since I've done an update. So here's a closer look at the sump. The water will come in here, will then rise, will go over the top, and then this is where I'm going to add filter socks, or I might use Marine Pure. Then it's going to come into this section, which will be my skimmer section. I might add a reactor or something in here as well. Water then comes through this gap here. This will be the refugium, and in the centre of there is where I'm going to add the wee bit of glass. Water will then rise over the top, under, over the top, so that through that bubble trap, and then it's the return section there. And then in the refugium I'm going to add some white acrylic either side just to block out the light, and put the light across there, and then that will just stop the light getting into the skimmer section and to the other section. And then once the water goes over here, I'll add a bit of acrylic and put 2 filter socks, or I might put live rock or something. I'm not sure yet, I'm still thinking about it, but that's roughly what I'm going to do. And the baffles, I've got them 2 inches apart just because to help with flow, so there's no restriction on the flow going through the sump. I want it to be plenty of flow getting through there, like. But it's looking pretty good. I'm really happy with it. In fact, I'm more than happy with it. I'm bloody over the moon with it. It's just perfect. It's exactly the way I wanted it. Exactly what I wanted. Just a few bits to tidy up on the silicone and that, but overall it's blooming perfect. So here, this is the bit of glass. I've still got silicone. I've just got it in place with a couple of shot glasses, but you get the idea. So the water will come through that wee slat, and then the miracle mud will be in the bottom, and that way I can change one half. I think it's like every year or something, or every 2 years you get to change one half of the miracle mud and then replace it and stuff like that. So this way I can replace one half, put the new stuff down, and then obviously change the next half the following year or whatever I can. And then also that'll just stop all the mud getting blown to the return side. This is my return pump. I decided to go with this return pump because it pumps out 7,500 litres per hour, which you might think is a lot, but I've got something else planned in my sump in hand, but I'll show you that later on when I do the plumbing. And here we go, this is the bad boy. It's a fair beast like, and I specifically measured the return section just to fit bang on, so it fits in there perfect. I didn't want to waste too much space on the return section because the water level is going to be maintained by my auto top off anyway, and I wanted to have plenty of room for the refugium. I've also cut the glass now for the lids, and they're in place. This is the skimmer I'll be using, the Deltec TC2060. Oh, it's not the skimmer I originally planned to get, but a fellow reefer, I forget his YouTube name, but it's David. I'll post a link on the bottom there. He made me an offer I couldn't refuse, and it's absolutely an excellent bit of kit, and it's more than capable of running my tank, so really pleased with that. Thanks, David. And this is the other bit of glass I cut, and I'm also going to cut a bit here, which I'll then drill and use that for my section. And these lids fit perfect, with enough space at the side there for the hose, etc. to come out for the return pump. So the only thing I've got to do is actually silicone some acrylic, white acrylic here, and some white acrylic for the sides. I'm going to have to get some more of that. I've only got enough for one side. But there we go, I've got this side. It's no in place, it's just cut. But you get an idea of what I'm planning on doing. And obviously I've got to buy some more acrylic for this side. And then that'll just be the refugium. That'll get the light, and the light's not going to spill out anywhere else and cause algae problems and stuff, because that's one of the problems I have with my old tank. And this is my phosphate reactor. I think I'll probably end up plumbing this either into this section with the skimmer, or I might actually have it outside the tank in the cabinet somewhere. I'm not sure yet, but it's a really nice bit of kit. Really pleased with it. And as you've probably guessed, the black pearl is the black pearl at the top bit. The engine room is going to be all white and red. So here's my auto top off tank. Made this out of an old aquarium I had. It had a broken pane, and I've had this for a while now, actually waiting to use it, and I just decided to get it all ready for the tank. So I added a lid so that it's totally contained, as you can see, and then I've drilled a hole and I've added this RO unit, elbow and bulkhead. So I'll be able to just plumb my RO pipe straight into there, and it will just top it up as and when needed. And then the Tunsy auto top off will go in there. I've not bought it yet, but that's what I'm going to plan on using. And I can just stick that in there, close it off, and that'll just run away perfect from auto top off. So it's pretty cool, really pleased with it. And it looks quite cool. Another thing I'll do is I'll drill, once I put the auto top off bits and bobs in there, I'll drill more holes, so everything will just be going through this bit of glass, and I can slide it back and forth and no bother. Kind of if I need to get in and clean it, which I think it'll be alright, like, because it's just going to be RO water. Right, so that's it for my auto top off tank and my sump. So this is like part 1. In part 2 I'll do a wet test and obviously have everything finalised. But that's it for now. Till next time, bye bye.